What's up, family? Good night. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year's. Whenever this video does get released, hopefully it's around that time because I am currently in Orlando right now, spending my Christmas vacation with some extended family. However, this particular video theme is going to be based on how I deal with my own, how I pretty much relieve my own stress and how I deal with my own anger. Because, people have, because at the end of the day, we're all humans. You're going to have negative and you're going to have positive days. But what you do with those days determine how your whole week, year, months, all that plans out in the line. It's a trickle-down effect. So with me, a little bit about me, I know within my own natal chart, and just, from just past experiences through life, I exhibit a lot of anger because I got a lot of fire in my signs and all that. But we neither here nor there. I possess a lot of anger, and I know a lot of other people, they probably they just think bad on themselves, or people like to cut themselves and shit like that. But I was never one of the type of person that inflict harm on myself. More so, if it was to be harmed, it would be other people in a sense. But of course, in the society we live in, that's not the best option. And for your own soul growth, that wouldn't be the best thing to do when you're trying to grow, first and foremost. Because at the end of the day, you can make excuses all day and be like, okay, the stars was aligned this way when I came into this earth, so this is what I got to deal with. No. Look into it as, okay, this is one of my, these are my strong suits here and these are my weaknesses. But instead of me being crippled to it and making excuses, let me see how I can fine tune it and to make that weakness into my strength. You know what I'm saying? So in the past, I would let my anger get the best of me to where I would be stressed out, get headaches, or, cussing out people, doing things that I didn't regret then. But then once I calm down and see the damage that is done, I still don't regret it. But it's like, damn, these people feel some type of way towards that particular situation than I did. So apparently it caused some type of harm or hurt. But, expressing your feelings and expression that way is not always good. It's good to get it out, but, you got to have a healthy outlook. So in the past, I would be arguing with people and stuff like that, and I would always try to get the last word out there, and all that. And that's cool and all, but then when you realize the damage you done, when it's hurting your mother, when it's hurting your family, when it's hurting your girl, when it's hurting your boy, for whoever that is, you know what I'm saying, that could potentially hurt somebody in the long run, you know what I'm saying. Even if they say they're okay with it, deep down they're not, because a lot of people deal with emotions differently. I'm a little bit emotionless, but then, in a sense, that could become a problem because I got to learn emotional intelligence to learn how to balance that out and know when and when not to use it, because I'm so emotionless, it's like I could put a lot of stuff on the back burner, but then when I get to that particular tipping and boiling point, it's all hell breaks loose until I damn calm down again, and then by then I don't forgot what happened because I ain't studying that no more. But the effects is already there. But pretty much as I've grown and coped with it, I learned, talking to other people in general will help, like talk to my mom and my brother about my problems, or any other, spiritual friends that I may have, because my regular friends, if I still have any, they ain't gonna understand. And, certain family members ain't gonna understand either, but I do have other people that I can rely on for those particular avenues, and through that, but you always need somebody to talk to, but it don't necessarily have to be a therapist, because my particular mom, she recommended me to speak to a therapist, psychiatrist. I don't really want people all in my head like that, and I don't feel as though they're going to be able to relate to my problems, because they're pretty much reading something that they seen somebody else go through, or they're reading something that's textbook oriented. So it's not something that they applied themselves through their own experiences. And I'd rather, speak through people that had similar experiences. That way they can, give me the best option, the best feedback, instead of just telling me what they think is right. So all in all, just to make my mom happy, I did book some therapy appointments to talk through other later stuff. But then, this is a form of therapy right here, talking to you all, because sometimes it feels like I'm in a brick wall, and it's like I have nobody in this world to relate to, nobody to talk to. But that's just because they don't get it in the way that I speak it. And then here, this is an outlet for you all to speak. But some other things that has helped me along my way, meditation a lot. When I wake up, first and foremost, when I wake up, I meditate. After I meditate, I roll over, I say my money affirmations, I say my own personal affirmations, and then I say my prayer. I give thanks. I'm grateful, just to be here for another day. I give thanks for my health, my well-being. I, tell the universe how grateful I am for everything. Gratitude, just passion, you just put all that. Even I even say in my prayers, I'm grateful for the good and the bad days, as those days have shown me valuable lessons that I have learned from and be able to grow for. Because a lot of people are only grateful for the good, but you got to be grateful for the bad too, because a lot of times you're aligned with certain circumstances, to pretty much wake your ass up, or to give your ass, that time to be like, okay, let me sit back, let me adjust. Okay, this event happened to me for a reason, so let me find a learning value from that. Let me find the learning value from that and figure out what I did wrong. That way I don't have to revisit that, because the more you keep pushing it off, it's just going to come back 10 times stronger, until you deal with it. And shouts out to Major Biddle, who actually, gave me that quote, when we was out there working in the Air Force. Find the learning value in everything you do, whether you like it, whether you don't understand that particular procedure. Find the value of it. Figure out why it's important to do that. And once you do that, then it'll become easier once you go along, because you understand the true significance of it. But besides meditation, self-help, self-talk, I do a lot of mirror work too. I speak positive about myself, because I used to think negative, but that's for another video. Speak positive about myself. I love weed. I smoke me a blunt or two, to calm down my nerves, because it can be some days where I don't have any sleep, or I don't eat nothing. But if I can get a blunt in, I can still, keep moving and all that, vice versa, stuff like that. But I noticed another thing that has helped me along with my mental health journey and my anger issues is also take a few Taekwondo classes, because it's that particular energy exchanges when I do feel a need, anger and all that. Go to classes. I release that in a healthy way, and then I'll also, go to the gym. Just run a mile or two on the treadmill, lift some weights, just exchange that energy into positive energy. Because the thing is, that energy is going to be there, because, law of conservation of energy is not created nor destroyed, it's only transferred. So, I'm saying, if you just hold on to that energy, like I said, it's going to bottle up until it tips over, and then everybody that comes your path, it's pretty much destruction. Versus when that path is there, versus when that energy is there, you take that and you use that excess energy and you put that towards going to the gym. You transfer into something positive. Now you're looking good, you're more healthy, and now you feel even better going out. And also breathing, deep breathing. Breathe in real deep, nice and slow through your nose, and then exhale nice and slow throughout your mouth. Let it hit your diaphragm or the bottom of your belly, whatever it is. I'm not an anatomy person. But, breathing, a good 3 deep breaths helps. And even clearing your mind, breathing helps you, bring you back to the rationale. It lets you get all that clutter out and lets you figure out, okay, let me figure out what's most important. And here's another example, like with my mom, with her little business she got going on. Whenever she gets frustrated, I typically tell her, okay, but let's step back. Let's get some brain break. Let's go, look on your phone, eat something for 15 minutes, but most importantly, breathe, and then come back to it. And I guarantee you that same problem that you had, you're going to have a totally different outlook on it, because you was able to breathe, you was able to concentrate and comprehend on that particular piece. And now, it's all for the better. But, anger is part of everything. You just got to know how to deal with it. And, everybody's not worth it lashing out on them. But that's my spiel for today. Peace and love. I'm out.